Hey guys, so I'm going to be reviewing a chess match where I had a supposed brilliant move. I know this is kind of unconventional for me, but I do play chess and it was an interesting experience. It was a casual match, so neither of us were taking it too seriously. We were kind of experimenting around with things, and apparently I managed to do a brilliant move, which I've never had before. Um, I'm not sure if this is really a testament to my skill or more a testament to how bad chess.com's analysis system is. Uh, but yeah, so they have a bunch of odd decisions of what's good and bad throughout it. So I guess I thought we could just review that, look at my game, see what I did, and you guys can call me out on all my blunders and how bad I was. All right, so let's get started. So first move, the persistent e4 that will never change. I counter with e5 because I'm not smart enough for the Sicilian. And for the first couple moves, common book moves, nothing new. Everything's pretty straightforward so far until this. And then this is a common move, obviously, a book move, but I counter with this. So chess.com is saying it's an inaccuracy. I'm at a level where I think this is like 2.8 points or something. Let me see. Okay, it's not showing up. Whatever. Um, oh yeah, 1.92. So yeah, I'm not at exactly at a level where uh, any margin of more less than 3 points really makes a difference to my position because I'm not noticing it and my opponents aren't noticing it, so it doesn't really make a difference. And I thought this open file was interesting, so and it was pressure against the king, so I thought I might as well try it out. So yeah, uh, obviously he takes because we're at the level where no one suspects anything. He takes, and then oh yeah, he makes this move. I guess it's a normal move. Um, I'm not exactly sure why it says best move, but yeah. Apparently this is another inaccuracy. I thought this was fine. You kind of like protect the pawn, had the opportunity castle. I mean, I do end up making this move later, or not from here, but like I moved the rook to this square. I end up doing that later. I just thought it'd be more important to castle and be able to double up rooks as soon as possible. I guess the only concern is like maybe with some pawn plays, this pawn to here and then the this pawn to here. Let's see if I can figure out these arrows. Yeah, that. So that would end up going there after this sequence. Yeah, that's probably the only concern because this this square would be covered by the pawn. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I mean, it didn't seem like that big of a deal at the time, so I thought I might as well castle. But first, he makes a move that basically does nothing. I don't know. The queen pretty much throughout the game never goes across this diagonal. That's not the right square. Yeah, this diagonal. The queen never does that, so it wasn't important, and it doesn't really make that much sense to. I mean, obviously, I'm priming up for a queenside castle, so that could have been a threat, but I'm clearly more offensive right now with the like aggressive file right here. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they thought it was important or why my opponent thought it was important. I guess maybe since it wasn't a super serious game, he just wanted to be really aggressive. But yeah, I make the obvious move of a castle and then bishop. Straightforward, simple, straightforward move. Not a big deal. Kind of putting pressure on this square, but like, who cares about that right now? It's not super involved in the game, and he probably doesn't want to take his bishop out. And yeah, I put my rook here, so obviously the bishop is covering the knight. He doesn't have time to be worrying about this pawn. So yeah, after that move, I'm also given the opportunity to double up rooks, and yeah, the ball is pretty much in his court. He has his chance to counter, but he doesn't make that great of a move. I'm pretty sure the engine wants me, thinks that this gives me the chance to. I mean, I'm not exactly sure why this is so important. I guess this could have been useful later in the game because he would have an extra square to breathe in, but yeah, I also pretty much made a mistake, so it kind of nullifies it. And apparently, yeah, the scoreboard switches once again. I was thinking I covered these two squares, king. Oh my God. Well, I just wanted to cover these two squares so the king couldn't escape if I ever wanted to go for that. Um, yeah, that was my idea. Queen goes over here, kind of threatening the pawn. That just like adding more squares for the king to move later. Makes sense. It was a decent move, and I mean, obviously, it was the best move. Apparently, this isn't an accuracy. They wanted me to do this. My bishop here. I thought I was planning on doing it later, like one move later. I thought this was a better move because I was putting more pressure on the file, and I could do this whenever I wanted. So I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And yeah, he takes the pawn, obviously, because otherwise it would be mate. And then I do this now, which apparently is a brilliant move. So I'm not sure if chess.com's engine was just too dumb to find it, or if I don't know how they come up with a brilliant move. Maybe it's because they saw my level and they were like, "Oh my God, this guy's an idiot. He probably won't notice this." It's like, "Oh my gosh, he actually noticed it. All right, let's give him a bunch of credit." But yeah, this didn't seem like that such an incredible move. Obviously, uh, pins the bishop. That's definitely not what it's doing. It pins the bishop against the king, and if the bishop tries to take, I simply check. I simply check down here, and then I can take with the queen, and then the king is looking in really bad shape. So yeah, my opponent's probably not going to go for that, and which they don't. They end up moving the queen back. Apparently doing this is the best move. I don't understand how that is. How, because I can go here and take the pawn. But I mean, there's probably some tactic that I'm missing. I'm definitely not like engine level, so I probably don't need to be concerning myself with that. And apparently this is a blunder that completely changed the tides, but I was thinking, obviously, I'm controlling these two squares. Um, and I'm threatening mate once again, so have to take the knight. And then once I check, it's a forcing move. Pawn has to take, so after the pawn takes, I can take back, and my queen is in a commanding position, which I thought was good. And apparently they realized that, yeah, it's a forcing move. They have to take the knight. So, and apparently they still think I am losing. But then this move, I'm winning somehow. So if that move was already there, then I'm not sure what this stupid bar means, but apparently uh, they didn't have enough foresight to see that. But yeah, after this move, I'm in a very aggressive position. They can't do much. King moves out. I take because the bishop's still pinned, and I just like exploit that pin as much as possible. And I pretty much have a massive material advantage at this point. And after this exchange, it's pretty much over. We're both pretty low on time. Not super low, but I have like 53 seconds and my opponent has a minute 5. So we do make some mistakes around here. Like this is a mistake and then I counter with another mistake, but it's not a massive mistake. I'm still like in a commanding lead, so as you can see by the scoreboard, which is always flawed. So I mean, I might have been at the verge of losing and they probably couldn't tell. Yeah, take, bunch of exchanging, and then yeah, I get him cornered to the file, and then at this point there's nothing the king can do, and I believe the guy just decides to end it, and yeah, that's me. So yeah, hopefully this was interesting for you, exciting. I don't know, this has been my first and probably last brilliant move. It was interesting to say the least. This was a very fun game. My opponent and I duked it out for a long time. Well, not that long. It was like a 14-minute game, but it was fun, and I learned a lot from it. Mostly that really what I noticed was that this could end up being beneficial for me. I mean, it's only like 1.79 on their scale, and I'm at a level where that difference isn't significant. Most people don't notice it, and most people wouldn't understand how to counter it anyway. I definitely don't, so most of the people I'm playing around my level probably don't either. So yeah, hopefully this was interesting. Hopefully you got to see how bad chess.com's analysis system was, and we can make fun of it together in the comments. Oh, yeah, another thing. Well, first off, if you liked the video, subscribe, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, dislike so I know not to make this chess stuff again. I mean, this was like probably a one-time thing. I'm mostly want to do Minecraft videos because that's what I actually like. But if you guys want to see it, let me know. So hopefully you guys found this entertaining. Yeah, and please try to be more active in like either with likes or comments so I know exactly what you guys want to see. I think I believe that you guys are actually watching these videos. Hopefully it's just not me, and that would be kind of disappointing. But yeah, um, uh, comment down. Tell me I never want to see these videos again. Tell me I do want to see these videos again. Whatever you're thinking, just let me know. And I think that's it. So have a nice day. I'll see you whenever I post again.